All right, what's good, everybody? Gonna teach you guys how to draft in BR if you don't know how, or if you just want to learn my strategies of drafting in BR. BR has gone really well for me this year. I am 4 times flawless in 7 runs. And yeah, I've been playing really, really well in All-Star. It's a mix of, you know, really being patient and disciplined in Battle Royale and not tilting, getting angry, very important, and drafting well. So let's get to the drafting part. I'll explain to you guys round by round why I pick a card, and why it's important to have that kind of card on your team, and why I didn't go with other cards, and blah blah blah, and what positions I prioritize and all that stuff. So let's get into it. I'm on my alt account, by the way, guys, because I already when I went flawless on my main, and I can't go back into BR until the new program comes out, because I don't want to do that. I want to get the new card that comes out, so I'm holding it until tomorrow. Funny enough, this is actually a redraft, so we'll be back soon. Why is it a redraft? Very important to mention this. 99 cards here, blah blah blah. 2 pitchers. You never take a 99 starting pitcher. You never take a diamond starting pitcher in general. I never do. It's never worth it. And for your 99, you want a 5-tool player who can play center field or shortstop. The 2 most important positions, preferably a center fielder. David Justice is solid all the way around, but he can't run. He's slow. And Lou Gehrig, as much as I love him, you don't need a first baseman 99 overall. There's too many good first basemen that are like bronze that you can like really just rake with. You don't need a 99 there. So I'll be back after we go through this entire draft, because there's no button that just goes end draft, start over again. That would be too convenient. All right, good example. 97 George Springer would be a pretty good, obviously a pretty good choice, but not in a 99 round. Murakami, solid, not a bad 99, but plays third or first. You don't need those positions. Never take a 99 reliever. Jazz Chisholm is a perfect card. A 5-tool player with pop that plays center field or shortstop, both elite levels. Now, who am I taking next in this round? I know missions are a thing, so if you need to get missions done, guys, take who you haven't finished a mission with yet and try and get that done. But for me, the program's easy enough for me personally to finish just from playing it and winning games. So I'm always going to take MJ Melendez in this round. He's a catcher who has great swing, great pop, and a hose. After that, Dominic Fletcher. Normally a gold pitcher with a meta pitch mix would be solid, but he's got no velocity, Vance Worley. I think he's kind of buns. This guy has a Joe Random pitch mix. He gets lit up. And Darryl George isn't the worst. He plays a lot of positions, but yeah, just not gonna rock. Dominic Fletcher's got the Super Mario hitting stats, just well balanced, can run a little bit. He's 70s everywhere across the board. He's just super balanced. He will be in left field for me or right field. After that, Erasmo Ramirez, who has been an MVP for me in Battle Royale. I'll put a picture of his stats up so far through my 4th flawless run with him. I think I have him parallel 3, almost 4. He has been elite, so I've just been pitching really well with him. I'm gonna take him. As far as the other diamond round goes here, this looks pretty brutal if I didn't get Robbie Glendening. He is a 90 overall, which doesn't look great, but he's got great pop, plays a lot of positions, and all pretty well. CJ Cron's a higher overall with better defense, but is very limited by that speed, and these 2 cards you should never ever take. So Robin Glendening, there's better diamonds to get, but that honestly was a saving grace there. Gilbert Cutter with a 2-seam, he might be the pick here. All right, Joe Adell usually has power versus one side. He doesn't anymore. He used to be like 80 power versus lefties. So that combined with 97 speed would allow me to put him on the bench, but this card can't field. He's only a pinch runner. So in this instance, I'm gonna take a lefty pitcher who has 5 pitches, including a cutter and a 2-seam. Not a great round, but I'll take him. Graham Ashcroft. This card is actually cheese. He has double outlier as a bronze cutter sinker. No hits per 9 or K per 9, but he has a little bit of control. And interestingly enough, he's got 82 stamina as a starter. I'm taking him. He's glitchy. I like that guy. I'm tempted to take him. I am. To be like another infielder option. He plays everywhere, but I'm gonna go with George Kirby. 5-pitch meta mix, throws hard, starting pitcher. I like to have at least, by the way, guys, as a foundation, at least 3 solid starters that you have a good amount of faith in. Just at least 3. No, Carlos Santana, you don't have no catcher secondary anymore, bro, and that really ruined it for me, for you. Chris Taylor, I hate this guy's swing. 41 reaction. Bro, they all have such low reaction. They can't catch a ball out there. You know, hitting is better this year, man. And the way the balls play off the bat and the way the field plays this year, you don't need to make them all terrible in the field for hits to happen. So I don't know. They need to kind of get on that. I'm going to go Santana here for switch hitting opportunity. Chris Taylor, I don't know what happened to that guy. Benintendi, Ramon Laureano, Sam Hedges, he's the pick. Michael Walker is not bad for a starter. Sam Hedges is a left-handed reliever who throws really hard with a 4-seam. sinker, curveball, and a slider. So, and I've used him a bunch of times in BR. He's solid. After that, Justin Steele, 5-pitch mix with a sinker, looking like it's going to be him. But yeah, looking like it's going to be him. Another starter down that I like. So I'm kind of good there. If I find another starter, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I might take him, but if not, you know, Brett Beatty, Jordan Luplow's the pick. He always crushes lefties and plays pretty decent defense and right, third, left, or center, which is super important. Jordan Luplow will be a lefty killer on the bench for me. This guy is in the program as well. Virginia Tech, Mandick. So Tanner Houck does throw hard with a slider, sinker, four-seam splitter as a starter. Okay, so if I didn't have to finish a program, I do on this account. If I didn't, I would probably take Tanner here. The more starting pitchers that are reliable, the better. You can always bring him out of the pen if you need to. But this guy's a decent defender. I think I could do well enough with this guy to hitting wise to make it work out. So I'm gonna probably take him. 52 and 55 is just 60s I could work with. I could work with 72, 55, but dude, that's just so brutal. You know, I'm gonna go with Tanner here. I'm not even trying to finish the program with this account. So I'm gonna go with Tanner. I think he's so solid as a starting pitcher. Just gives me options. Danielson, no sinker anymore. Jawan, oh, Bay, look at him. So handsome. He can run. Okay, Jordan Walker. Ooh, Jordan Walker. This one's tough. Bay plays okay defense with speed. Danielson is slider, four-seam, two-seam, good velocity. He's got some stamina. This is a tough one, man. I don't know what to do here with this round. This is a pretty brutal round. I'm gonna go Edwin Rios. I know I could hit with this card, and I play well with his swing. I know that power will play up for me because I know how to hit with him pretty well. Yu Chang, no. Nick Solak, reliever, not really great pitch mix. I'm gonna take Nick Solak, lefty killer here. Miguel Rojas, he's another lefty killer, good defense. O'Neal Cruz. Ooh, what a pitch mix for this guy. Outlier two-seam fastball, even though his two-seamer is slower than his four-seam. Circle change cutter, 12-6. What a weird mix. What the hell? O'Neal Cruz is solid, but he can't play the field, bro. I'm gonna go with Suarez here. This guy's interesting. 5-pitch mix. I like that. Oh, in this round, Tim Anderson being a silver is disgraceful. I'm gonna go with Blake Trinan. He's always a BR goat. If you know, you know. I filled up my rotation, so I made a mistake here. I probably should have went with the guy Volchtek, because now in hindsight, you like to use if you can, you like to use both, but definitely at least one of your rounds for your starting pitcher on a common, because you're not going to use all 5 of your starters. That's the throwaway spot here. I made a mistake and of course didn't do that, but it's okay. We'll make it work. We'll take this reliever who throws pretty hard, has a slider, two-seam curveball, but he has got stamina. He's got good stamina. I'll take him. I'm not gonna really use him, but Chris Martin. Chris Martin is the GOAT. One of the best BR pitchers out there. Take him. I'm gonna take Michael King here though. Great 4-pitch mix. Still looking for a shortstop. Matt Barnes, no. Wander Franco playing up today. Wow, he really has zero pop versus right-handed pitching. Wow, Franco is slow and can't field either. What happened to live series cards, man? I'll go with Correa here. Ooh, DH spot here looking nice. Abreu's up big time. I'm gonna go with Abreu here because he's playing up big. Yeah, I'm gonna go Abreu. He's playing up big here. All right, who's gonna be the last guy on the bench? Maybe someone with speed. None of you guys can do much of anything. I want another good lefty in the pen. I'm gonna go with this guy here. My mortal enemy on this earth, but he can hit lefties well. So, Brandon Nimmo, last spot on the bench. And Brooks Raley as a lefty out the pen, always a solid card. He's on my God squad, actually, funny enough, with Trevor Hoffman's boosts. Now, how to position your team with what you got. How would you do it? How would I do it? Well, Bray's going in there. Dominic Fletcher should definitely not be DHing, and Nick Solak should definitely not be playing. Who's going to be a DH? Nimmo not starting is hilarious. He's actually killer versus righties right now. That's the only thing he really does. Lefties, he's not great. He's definitely absolutely not a silver. That's a joke. Edwin Rios starting third base. That's pretty brutal. I'm actually going to switch these. You're going to be the DH. Oh, no. You're going to be the DH, Edwin Rios. Santana's going to be at third base because somehow he's a better defender than you. Jazz first. We're going to go Jazz first. We're going to go Robbie second. Third, we're going to go Dominic Fletcher. We're going to go MJ Melendez. Fourth, we'll go Abreu. Then we'll go Santana. Then we have Jordan Luplow in right. Honestly, this team's a redraft. This team's a redraft. The draft ended up kind of collapsing on me there towards the end. And defense is kind of bad. The hitting isn't great, right? Jordan Luplow in right field is not ideal. There is a platoon option here, right? I could platoon him, but Nemo's going to be bad out there in right field too. It doesn't make any sense how Jordan Love is a better fielder than Brett and Nemo. It doesn't make any sense at all. Reaction is like is a new tool for them to lower overalls in my mind. So we're gonna do a redraft, and we'll you guys follow the logic already. I'll redraft, get a better team, show you guys how I build that team at the end. But you guys already followed my logic. I already explained everything step by step, so you don't need to see me do it again. But I will show you. This is a redraft, and I'll get a better team. Wow, this is a crazy first round. Oh my god. Wow. All right, this is a toughie. Actually, we're gonna cut back in here real quick. Lindor is a switch hitter who plays an extremely important position. That gives him an edge. Julio Rodriguez is a power all the way around threat who plays center field really well. Jazz is lacking a little bit versus lefties, even though he still hits pretty well against lefties for me, but plays center field, second, third, short, left, and right. He could play all of the positions I need well. And he's a left-handed hitter. Majority of good pitchers in the game are right-handed. This is really tough. This is the toughest round I've ever had in this BR. And MLB the Show 23's BR. If you ultimately want a switch hitter who'll give you advantage no matter who is on the mound, Lindor is the pick, and he'll be good at short, second, and third base for you, which would be nice. If you want the power, right? 5-tool player and elite defense, J-Rod. But Jazz is honestly an even better defender. 96 speed, but 91 reaction out there. Not as strong of an arm, plays better defense, can play. This is crazy. This is a really crazy round. I'm going to go with Jazz. He's the ultimate utility, right? I could build my team around him. He will give me flexibility no matter what. Even though, you know, I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I went with Jazz, but there's really no wrong answer to those 3 picks. All right, well, I'm going to set up the lineup, and then we'll see what we got going on here. Jazz is going to be in center. So that's how you draft a team, baby. The defense is kind of is not as great. Losing Jazz in center now and having Juan in left and Springer in right. But we better hit, baby. We better hit. Dominic Fletcher plays a pretty decent center field for a silver. But yeah, that's how you draft in BR, guys. I'm going to cut it up. I'm going to show you guys the end, really. This is how you do it. So I set my lineup. The guy who bats first. It's the guy I wanted to get the most at-bats in the game. Plain and simple. Nothing to do with speed or anything like that. It's whoever I wanted to get the most at-bats in the game. Second, and after that, it's just like alternate righty-lefty, and then just get your best in there as soon as you can, right? Get your best, as many at-bats as you possibly can, and then you work down from there. So that's how you draft a team. Hopefully this video helps you out, guys. I might put Springer in the 2 spot. He's a little bit faster. I'll put Springer in the 4. I'll do a little bit of this. I'll do a little bit of that. I'll Springer in the 2 spot. That's how you do it, guys. That's how you draft. I hope it helps you out. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I'll try and help you out. Catch you guys next time. Peace.